Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. You are the knowledge. In this video, we are going to specially take the topic interface because that's important for the security also, and it's once replacement of the multiple inheritance for the .NET MVC. Okay, so we are going to talk about why we use the interface and what are the benefit of it and how we're going to use in a real time. So let's just check it out without wasting our time. Let me just open the Visual Studio. I have just created the one MVC structure over here, and I have just create some classes here, but I'm going to create the new one for this demo. So first of all, why we are using the interface? Okay, so there is no concept, there is nothing like to use the multiple inheritance over here. No multiple no multiple inheritance allowed. Okay, in the MVC we cannot use the multiple inheritance. Okay, but though I want to achieve that multiple inheritance says we can call the base class, this is the derived class and this is the base class, or we can say the child class. As much as child class we want, we can inherit. Okay, but here that's not allowed, that's a restricted, prohibited, we can say. So what we're gonna do, I want to still that kind of functionality. So I want in other words, let's just remove this controller class from inheritance. Okay, so this is the normal class, that's not that the name of the class has given the home controller. Okay, so now this class is going to work as a concrete class or the simple class without inheritation of the controller class. This home controller class can be used like a controller. Okay, so once we inherit the controller class into the home controller class, so that's how the home controller is going to be work like controller. Okay, so this is it, this is the first level inheritance and we allow that. So what if I have the other class and I want to use the each and every method of that class over here? What we're gonna do, we can't use the multiple inheritance. So that's why the interface feature is come up to resolve that issue for us. Okay, so let me just create a one interface and we will have the idea why we are using the interface. Okay, if you guys are new and the beginner, we can say just right click on the folder or the right click on the project and just going to be the add and add the interface. I stand for interface, that's appropriate name. And let me create I. What we're gonna create, employee. Okay, let me provide one specifier public so we can inherit this class anyway. And if we have the class, so we need one function because we want this method to use in a home controller. So get name and return name. Okay, so error is come up and it's going to say like we can't define the body over here and we can't define the specifier over here. So that's the the requirement of the interface classes. We cannot provide the specifier of the method, we cannot provide the body of this method into the interface class. Why we are not going to, basically we should have the question like why we are not providing any specifier over here. So because at the end anyhow we want to use this method anywhere we want. Okay, so there is no need of specifier by itself. So let's just going to inherit this class into the any third class. So I have created one PayPal configuration and let me just remove this for a bit. And let me inherit this I employee. So when we just inherit the any interface class into the any concrete class, it's going to be that both class is going to be automatically connected with each other. We can say both are the dependent. We can say the strongly bound had made up by us using inherit the interface class. Okay, so when we have inherit the interface class, all the member and the member function of the interface class should be here with the body. Okay, so it's the same like the abstraction or the abstract class. If you do not have idea what is abstraction and why we are saying here, so please check out the previous video. You got the idea about the interface. Okay, so let's provide the name. Also, let's causal here, let's say. Okay, 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 so let's just move forward. Now I want to use this class. Basically, we can say I want to use this class into the home controller, but we can't use like this. Okay, it's going to make the source and error at runtime and compile them both. So what we're gonna do, so we have just set up everything like created the interface and inherit into the PayPal in configuration class, and now I want to use that PayPal integration over here. So we do have the one feature that's called the constructor. What is the constructor? We have already told in the previous video. Let me just repeat it. The controller is the special method, we can say, at auto initialize when the class is called, and when we just create the object of the class, the firstly called automatically method is constructor. The name should be the same as the class. Both name must be same, and we can define anything over here. So if we're gonna use in other class. So now I want to use the PayPal configuration class over here. So let me just make one variable here, that's the type of the interface, and we are going to make it the read only because we don't want to we can say we don't need to assign anything on that. Okay, so I employ created, and let me provide the appropriate name object I employ. Okay, so basically we created the object that type is interface, not the direct class of that PayPal configuration. Okay, so let me just fill out this object with the PayPal integration, because we can, why I said that both class is connected to each other, because this object can hold all the data member function of this class, because we have defined that. Okay, so this both are is interconnected with strongly bond. So now when the class is called, or when the constructor called, and we can say when the home control is called, the constructor will automatically called, and the object has been initialized, and all the data member and member function will automatically provided and assigned to this object, and this object we can use over here, and we can say we can get name. Okay, and you can just return a view and what you like to do. Okay, so this is the interface. Okay, that's a replacement of the multiple inheritance. Multi-level we can use it, but there is no use of, or we can say there is no uh, we don't use that. We are not the .NET is do not provide us. Okay, so this is the interface. Okay, so after seeing this video, if you got the idea about what is interface, why we are using interface, and the next in your next project or in your current project, are you gonna use that this concept, or you guys already used? So please like the video and put out something on the comment box what we are missing, and we need to change anything or something like that, you can just use, don't hesitate to use the comment box, and please subscribe our channel. Okay, so you will get the all the methodology, or we can say we are going to create the all the demo on .NET Core, and the PayPal integration with the .NET Core, and we are going to create all the terminology of the MVC and .NET Core in this channel. So please follow us or subscribe us, and put out some word in the comment box, and don't forget to like. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.